It is important to note that if pre-2008 levels of growth had been maintained, GDP per head would be 39% higher than it is today. People are poorer, and so is the state. And we are on a long road of stagnation, of decline and diminished capacity. It is, for our constituents, a disaster. It's easy to tell a story that this is simply symbolic of the dying days of one political party in government, and that this will all be changed by a new government. But that new government needs a sense of direction, a sense of purpose built around national renewal in a divided and disillusioned country. New management alone won't cut it. It needs a transformation that goes well beyond fiscal and monetary tweaks and moves into the real economy. That asks why, when employment is at record levels, living standards are declining. The dignity of work has to be at the centre of our agenda. The scourge of in-work poverty bears witness to the failure of the economic model that has been in place for almost half a century now. Full employment, education and training are vital, but without an industrial strategy, it alone will not get to the heart of the matter. National renewal requires what every government since Margaret Thatcher has found unthinkable: an industrial strategy that engages the energy of the public and private sectors in partnership with the people of this country. And we must think the unthinkable and look beyond finance and the City of London and out to the country. To think about regional banks, vocational colleges and a form of corporate governance that can sustain a partnership between place, workers and capital. The debacle of the Post Office this year is indicative, not anomalous. Managerial sovereignty without accountability. That model has well and truly failed. It's left public services like our NHS broken and millions suffering on their waiting lists. And it's left local government bankrupt and unable to do its important job. Economy, society, government, rudderless, in decline, diminished. The British people are capable of inventing, designing and making their own future. We mustn't be afraid of change, of the renewal of our economy, society and politics. This was the task of a Labour government in 1945, in 1964 and in 1997. And in each of those governments, Labour won working class communities to its cause. They have endured neglect, abandonment and contempt for too long. They are not the source of decline, but the key to renewal. They have been despised and patronised, and we cannot understand the Brexit vote or the election of this Tory government without understanding their disdain or their rejection of the political class now. Labour must put their needs, a decent wage, a decent pension, safe and secure communities, ahead of any progressive demands that often dominate the politics of the left. It is the vocation of Labour as a party of government, as well as a movement, to do this. It is vital that Labour rediscovers its own vocation, as well as the virtues of vocation in the economy. and the stakes are very high indeed.